Hey everybody, it's E3, sipping on some tea. I want to get straight to it. I got a book review and my key takeaways from the new book, Never Finish by David Goggins. Now, if you don't know who David Goggins is, he might be the hardest motherfucker on planet Earth. And that's literally his goal, is to be that hardest motherfucker on Earth. Now, if the language offends you, the book may not be for you, but keep an open mind because there's a lot to learn from the rawness that David Goggins brings. Now, he wasn't always this tough person. He started off really with a lot of childhood trauma, which is something that I relate to. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He does these 100-mile runs with his knees falling off. He does things that just seem impossible. And that's the biggest thing that I can tell you that you'll get from this book, is that's going to show you and make you question, what is your true potential? David Goggins has the 40% rule. 40% rule states that when you feel like you've given your all, you still have 60% more left in the tank. Now, this can go with anything. And like I said, it's really going to push you to new limits. This book, it's not so much about the inspiration. It's not even really a self-help book, which he mentions in the intro. This book is a wake-up call. The wake-up call that David Goggins is trying to show everybody is that humans, we rarely reach our maximum potential. And that can go for anything in life. That can go with fitness. That can go with your mental game. Can you give a little more? Can you push just a little bit harder? Now, me personally, I enjoyed this book more than his first book because he dives deeper into his mindset. And he actually gives a few things that you can take action on. First thing I want to go over, something that you can take action on today, is to simply record yourself. Goggins, one thing he does is he records the comments of his haters. He'll read it out loud and he plays it over and over again. He actually says he plays it before bed and it motivates him to use that negativity to turn it into something positive. And he also uses this technique with his traumas. He will record his trauma and play it over and over and over again until that trauma is just another story. Take action on that. Record yourself. Even if it's just you bitching and complaining. Goggins talks about it. No one's going to want to hear it. You're not even going to want to hear it, but it's going to make you more self-aware. And once you hear yourself, it's going to empower you to turn that trauma and pain into confidence and energy. Because like Goggins says, winners, they see everything in life, every opportunity is pure energy. So tap in, start recording, and share your trauma with the world. At least that's what I'm gonna do. So stay tuned. If you want to hear more about my trauma, subscribe to my channel. It's coming soon. Point number 2 that I want to share with you. David Goggins says that if you want to maximize minimal potential and become the greatest version of yourself, you have to become unbalanced, at least for a slight period of time. Now, this is something that people aren't going to get. You're going to be misunderstood. You might be called crazy. But realize that you're not crazy. You're just not average. And if you want to be great, if you want to be at the top of your field, you got to be obsessed. And it's that dog mentality. It's that foxhole mentality, which is the next point I want to go over. David Goggins talks about having a foxhole mentality. And the foxhole, he relates to it in a sense in military terms, but the foxhole is really just the people in your corner, your dogs, people who support you, and they got to be on the same frequency as you. So who do you hang with? Are they pushing you to be better? Are they on your same frequency? Because if not, they're going to be holding you back. Like I said, when they see how obsessed you are, they're not going to understand it. But it really leads into my next point, which is the unseen work. Now, the unseen work is when nobody's watching and you're just crafting and carving that person you want to become. He says, think of yourself as a rock. And as a rock, you have the opportunity to chisel yourself into the person that you want to become. So every decision you make is a vote for the person that you want to become. And you have to win every second of the day. There's no time off. 86,400 seconds in a day. And like I said, it's the little seconds that matter. It's not the big events in the day that make or break us. It's the 1 second decision, which is another thing he talks about in his book. The last thing I'm gonna leave you all with is that we don't need talent. We really don't. What you need is passion. What you need is the drive to do the job until it's finished. There's always something we can improve on. We can always get 1% better. And we can all increase our desire. We can all increase our passion for the things that we love. And when the going gets tough, ask yourself the same question that Goggins does. Can I take another step? The answer is always yes. So take another step after this video into being your greatest self. Take another step into the direction that you want to be and the person that you want to be. I do recommend this book, and specifically I recommend the audio version, because the audio version has 3 hours of extra content and you hear from Goggins himself. You know, the one thing I would say, I wish Goggins narrated the whole audiobook. So as far as ratings go, the audiobook, I would give it a solid 4.8. What would make it a 5 is if Goggins narrated the book himself. I'm going to get a hardcover copy of the book as well, read it, and keep frying my mind with this dog mentality and just toughening myself so I can be the hardest and toughest version of myself. Just like we callous our hands when you're in the weight room, you're doing pull-ups, you also have to callous the mind. So this book, it'll help you get there, it'll callous your mind, and it'll really open your mind into what's truly possible. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, share it with any of your friends, any of the people in your foxhole, any of your dogs. And also follow me on social media. Let's connect. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Light with Evan. And if you want me to review more books, leave a comment down below. Let me know which book you'd like me to review, give you my takeaways on. So I appreciate you for watching. Stay tuned for more. And just remember, you can always get 1% better. There's always that next step. And as far as if you can take that step, the answer is always yes. Stay hard and keep God in your life.